Drawing aces, start with the basics. Check out the stream if you wanna see the greatness. Talking to these artists on an independent basis. All you creatives, tell them what your name is. My name is Platinum Max, I'm with Drawing Aces. It's a platform that you gotta call amazing. Interviewing all the stars in the making, paving the way all across the nation. Big in the world of indie comics. Stop by if you gotta pimp your project, or maybe just show off a little progress, or just kick back and talk some nonsense. And you can check out the watch along, cracking jokes on a movie like a marathon. Hey yo, let me tell you what channel's on. Yes, Drawing Aces, you can tag along. Drawing Aces, start with the basics. Check out the stream if you wanna see the greatness. Talking to these artists on an independent basis. All you creatives, tell them what your name is. Drawing Aces, start with the basics. Check out the stream if you wanna see the greatness. Talking to these artists on an independent basis. All you creatives, tell them what your name is.
That's right. We are back. I'm your host, Aduna Acevedo, and we are here on the P.I.M.P, your project stream. As always, I'm here with my tag team partner, the one and only Sim. What's going on, brother?
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm doing fine. How about you, bro?
I'm doing great, man. We got some great guests. We're going to pimp some projects tonight.
Hell yeah.
Our guests are JP. Why don't you introduce yourself, brother?
Hey, how's it going, man? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on. And SK.
Hey, thanks for having me on as well. Appreciate it.
Pleasure. So yeah, guys, we got some fun projects we're gonna go over today. As always, please like, share, subscribe. Let spread the word. We're trying to give some more shine to some creators and their projects. So come join us and hang out with the P.I.M.P crew. The first project we have on hand is How to Die #1. So JP, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about this project?
Well, this is the book that's so hot Indiegogo doesn't want you to know about it. I launched it on October 1st. It's a horror book. It's going to be ending on Halloween. It's basically about, there's a kind of a lore in this world where people, when they reach the moment of death, if they are a terrible enough person, they're able to save themselves through the procurement of superpowers. Yeah, I've been having a little bit of trouble, since launch. Basically, if you go onto the comics page on Indiegogo, you can scroll down through like literally everything on there, and this book just does not show up.
Oh, damn. That's a shame.
So we're basically skating by on the mailing list because like nobody can see it.
Any idea what like the issue is with that?
I've emailed Indiegogo and I've gotten a couple answers of basically like, you should try promoting more. And I'm like, nah, man, that's really not what I'm saying. Like, even if you sort the page by funding and scroll down, it does not show up. Like, for whatever reason, I don't know if the title is just like too spicy or something, but it's not showing up. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. It's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, man, that's disappointing. You think since you've already done campaigns before.
Yeah, it's like my third campaign.
I've
never had this happen before, but yeah.
Yeah, but do have 41 backers. It's $1,030. 15 days left. How to Die. Lovers of horror, welcome to the funding campaign for How to Die.
So what's the
we got two covers up there.
Yeah, who's the artist on this?
It is, wow, I should probably know. Bogdan Rasteya is the artist. We got an alt cover by another person whose name is escaping me at the moment. But I should probably remember that.
That's a good
Yeah,
That
so
black
one.
and white looks awesome, by the way.
Yeah,
That
that
stop
black and
right
white looks
there.
amazing.
I
Yeah,
like that. That
that's
looks
dope.
yeah, you know, my first two campaigns, everybody was just all about the cover, and you know, when I wrapped it up, I started picking up some books and reading some things, and I randomly picked up A History of Violence, uh, which is a book like it sucks, like it's really like terribly written, but like the black and white art in it, like it just kind of hit me like just how much you can get without color, and I just felt like for the tone of this book, I thought it was like just a perfect fit.
Yeah, they're definitely. It almost captures like an emotion when you look at that. You know, like it's a little more haunting when it's black and white like that.
Yeah, like we really talked about because the Eudaimonia is a series, like we did a lot with color, and so for this one we were really trying to kind of convey a tone around how almost like how almost sketchy everything is, and how you know this like the use of shadow and like the black and white kind of coming together, and what we can convey with that. Like I'm really excited about this book. I think when people get their hands on it, they're gonna love it, and they're gonna look forward to number 2.
Yeah, man, that's a really good panel right there. The top right one.
Yeah.
Very, very expressive. Like the detail in the eyes. Yeah, that's a nice detail on there.
Yeah, I really like the a lot of the facial expressions.
Yeah, look at that. You have people smoking.
What?
That's an outrage.
That's probably
By some-
that's probably why you're having a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, that must
like
be what it is.
You can't do that in
Yeah.
comics these days.
Can we just stop for 1 second? Just go back up a little bit. And I want to. There's one thing I noticed. Oh, stop right there. The bottom panel now. No, down a little bit. The one where they're looking at the moon. That panel. And JP, I know you did this intentionally, or whoever did your grayscale did it intentionally, but you can see that little bit. You know when fire burns and you get that little sparkles that shoot out from it.
Yeah, the embers.
Embers, that's it. Yeah, you're much more articulate than I am. You can see the embers come through there, and you can see it. And I think, and if your colorist did it correctly, which he did, you see the embers slowly turn towards the moon, which kind of, I think that's brilliant because it's really subtle, but it actually draws the attention because see, all the embers are pointing to the top left. So if you follow the embers through, your eye automatically falls towards the moon, which is what the characters are looking at. I love details like that. I love it when whoever does grayscale or whoever's the colorist actually uses color to enhance the story rather than just go, you know what, blunk color. Let's put the embers to fly towards. So you follow the story. You follow exactly what the characters are looking at. Is that intentional, or because I just noticed it? I was going, wow.
I mean, definitely in this panel, like because as you'll see in on the following page, what he's basically doing is basically drawing the guy's attention towards the moon so he can put one in the back of his skull.
Damn. Cold-blooded.
It is called How to Die.
Hey, you know, you want to always deliver on what you promise.
Yep.
Wow, that's really nice right there. Is that? I guess assume that's the
Basically
cover.
call this the watercolor cover, and then we have the splatter cover. And it's been kind of interesting to see it get two completely different reactions. Some people really prefer the watercolor, and some people think it looks like a YA novel.
No, I think that it works perfectly. Like, definitely did not go wrong with that. It's very dynamic and really captures, like I said, that great like emotion. You can see like a lot of kind of pain in that kid's eyes. It's really well done. Let's bring it up here to the tiers real quick.
Well, no, that's happening, JP. I got some bad news as well. So, like, I'm from a totally different country, so my IP address is totally different from where he is. I did try to do a, category search. Just click. I mean, if you search How to Die, yours pops up. But if you go category, and just scroll through, it doesn't pop up. And I've been clicking through a whole stack of pages as well. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm in a totally different country, and it doesn't pop up for me either.
Yeah. No, I've had backers email Indiegogo about this, and they've even responded. They've basically given them the same runaround. It's basically said, like, it needs more interactions. And it's like, okay, I'm looking at books. I'm looking at dead campaigns with $0. They come up before mine does.
Yeah, that's messed up. You gotta fix that. Reach out to Indiegogo, people. Let's get some love for How to Die. Got Passion in the house. Big Steve was on earlier. You had Mark Middleton saying loving the gunshot to the head on that panel. Damn right. Oh man, this looks really good, man. Hopefully we can get some more eyes on it. Spread the word. Get you on some more shows. Like I said, people said great things about your last project. It's probably one of the best word of mouth reviews I've heard. Like everybody is really goes over the top for it. So you have a good word of mouth behind you, and a track record you fulfilled, which matters.
Yeah, I think it also says a lot about the how strong the indie comics community is online these days, because like you look at a book like Eudaimonia, there's no way that book should, like how just obscure and random that book is. Like it's a poetry book, a book told in poetry about war. It doesn't sound like something, if I walk into a publisher's office, I'm gonna be like, okay, that sounds great, but no, people responded to it. People loved it. I think it says a lot about us.
Yeah, definitely, man. There's a lot of support. People are always looking, man. Got a
Keep
lot
saying
of
it.
diehards
We're a
who
cult
always.
Element group.
Just on that point, and I think you made a really good point, because look, I grew up on superhero comics as well, and I assume a lot of people listening and you guys did as well. But I think comics as a medium needs to move away from that a little bit. Like if you go back, and you're not talking too far back, you're talking about, say, 40 years ago. Even in America, you had romance comics, Western comics, you had, space adventures. And I think if you go to the UK, you saw that 2000 AD. Now, if you move to
let's not forget that the basic of superhero comics were sci-fi or mythology.
Oh, definitely. And then if you go into, say, the Chinese comic or market, man, there's stories about everything there. There's all kung fu movies. And if you move into Japan, oh my God, comics there are just, or manga or whatever, are just a medium. You got comics there about cooking shows, like you've got tennis games, you name a story you can tell, there is a medium, and they use the medium to tell that story. And I think as a medium, man, I want to see more stories. I don't want to see less. So that's why I'm always really excited to see stuff that's coming out, which you're just going, man, if you pitch that to a publisher, they won't take it. But the way it is now, you can bring it to life.
Yeah, well said. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your some of these tiers? You have the featured perk is the variant bundle. What's involved with that?
Oop. Did we lose GP?
Oh, yeah, we did. Sorry. There we go. Now he's back.
Sorry, I accidentally closed the tab.
No problems. No, we're just gonna run through some of the tiers here. You had the variant bundle tier. Could you tell everybody a little bit about that one?
So if you can't decide between the two, this is a great bundle to get. You're going to get both covers, 2 copies. It's going to be signed in silver. Is definitely the recommended one here.
Awesome. You get that for 30 US. You are doing digital for $10.
Yeah, so this is $10 if you want to check out. This is basically the entire digital library. So you get How to Die #1, Eudaimonia #1, Eudaimonia #2, digital PDFs to read.
Very cool. The thing that's important, the thing is, even though a lot of us like the more physical, it's always good to give people an option, especially like overseas.
Yeah.
So the main book, I assume, is the Just Show Me How to Die, $15.
Yep, that's got the splatter cover, and then the watercolor cover one is underneath that. It'll be interesting to see which one sells the most.
So they're both 15. Estimated shipping is January 2021. You have a T-shirt there. Did you move a lot of those in the first campaign?
No, this is actually my first time. I came home
First
from
time?
work one day, and my wife had this printed up for me, and it's an awesome shirt. It's like super comfortable. I've washed it now like 10 times. It hasn't faded at all. So if you really enjoyed Eudaimonia, this shirt's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, you gotta spread the word on that, man. You have a lot of fans. I think they'll dig that. And you got the How to Die Slasher T-shirt. And the variant T-shirt. Is this a special war campaign merchandise?
What's that?
Is this a special war campaign merchandise with the pink?
I mean, it could be. I hope somebody orders one just so I can have one of those myself.
The Autograph Hunters Edition. What is that?
So the Autograph Hunters Edition is, I'm sure you guys know how expensive international shipping is. Artist is Italian, so this is basically if you want to have the book signed by both of us, it's going to be pretty expensive to ship them back and forth. So this is a way to go about it. I'm going to send 5 copies over to get him to sign, send them back. I'll sign them, and then send them out, which is why it's a little bit pricier.
Nice. You have the T-shirt bundle.
Yeah, man. Let me just flex out your whole wardrobe.
Okay. I'm sure you'll get some super fans. I mean, honestly, I have like 100. I'm a big pro wrestling fan, so I literally have like hundreds of like black pro wrestling T-shirts that I cycle through. So people collect what they collect.
Same way with metal bands usually.
Yeah, it's like I used to be like used to collect a lot of like hip hop like shirts, like Wu-Tang, those kind of like records and all that. So yeah, man, you never know. And the everything bundle for $160. There's only 3 of those though, so very limited.
Oh yeah, so just above that is the first edition bundle. I kind of do all of my books with, so you know which one you got. Everything has that little first edition stamp on the bottom, which so over time I kind of develop. As I make more books, those first editions become a little bit harder to come by. So I've done 2 printings of Eudaimonia #1 now. We're on the second printing. So this is the bundle for if you want the first editions of everything. So you get the first edition of Eudaimonia #2, which I think I only have like 20 left. First edition of Eudaimonia #2, and then both variant covers, the first editions.
No, so that's why there are only 10 offered in this tier. Yeah, man. So that's awesome. So this is How to Die #1. So as far as like the future is this the one shot? Is this tied to more stories? Like
so right now I kind of have the whole story planned out. I'm looking at, it's going to be 5 issues eventually, but I'm trying to make it like a Halloween thing, like every Halloween. This is the first one. The 5th issue, the final issue, is going to have 3 different endings. So it's going to have 3 endings, 3 covers, and you can decide, which character's ending you want to purchase.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
So it's kind of like the movie Clue.
I love Clue. Clue's incredible. Yeah, we might be watching that one of these days on the watch along stream.
Not before.
So yeah, guys, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for everybody joining us. Hex Allen is in the house. Thank you, brother. So yeah, guys, we've put the link for How to Die #1 in the chat. It'll be also in the description. So yeah, guys, help JP spread the word, man. Indiegogo's doing them shady right now. He's delivered. He's got a lot of great critical buzz from his past project. Let's get this some more love, man. So go check out How to Die #1 on Indiegogo right now. So yeah, let's see what is up next. Next project on Spin the Wheel is...
Come on, DJ. Transhuman?
Yep. If it loads, there we go. Success.
Hey, thanks.
SK,
Have you
brother,
guys seen
tell
the
us.
video? Have you seen the video of this one yet?
No, I would play it, but StreamYard hates me, and it usually goes all to
Okay.
hell when I start playing video. Sim, if
No.
you want to bring it up on your side, you can. But yeah,
The video is short, anyways. Don't worry about it. But if you guys haven't seen it, do watch the video. I actually had a
Hold on a
voiceover
second.
artist for this,
Awesome.
so I had some fun with it.
Transhuman Indiegogo. Got it. Sharing screen.
Make sure you share with audio.
There you go. Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Ready?
Here we go.
My name is Rivka. This is my story. I was a soldier, but was injured on duty. I was augmented in a transhumanism project. Transhumanism is the next step in human evolution, or an affront to God, depending on who you believe. My cybernetics allow me to do more than I could ever imagine. Faster, stronger. My life is still a mess, though. It's not something that can be fixed with a cybernetic. When the body can be replaced, what does it mean to be human?
Awesome. It's a really nice voiceover. Who did that?
It's actually somebody from Fiverr. So with Fiverr, you can you basically listen to someone's speech reel or demo reel, and I just picked somebody. Actually, the funny thing was she's actually very monotone in this one. But if you ever get bored, I'll send you the link to her actual demo reel. Man, she's funny. She has a huge range, but for this one project, she kept it very, very monotone. You know, that almost robotic sounding voice for me.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Great. It's a good idea.
Yeah. If you bring up the page, I'll happily walk through the page for you guys.
Yep.
So the main thing about it is, I think especially for sci-fi fans that's out there, there's two concepts I think a lot of people know about. One is transhumanism, and the other one is posthumanism. So posthumanism is humanity has evolved way beyond anything that's physical. Like the whole concept about man in the machine, you know, your consciousness is uploaded. That's posthumanism. So that's, you've taken that leap that you're no longer human, but you're kind of human. You know if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And with transhumanism or transhuman, you're kind of in between that, where you're still kind of human, but you're on that road to losing your humanity type thing. So in this case, that's why there's a lot of talk about cybernetics and how, you know, she's been parts of her have been replaced. So it delves a little bit into that concept. So if we want to scroll down, there's two covers which we use. So this is the main cover that gets used, and then I did one variant as well. So I like the variant a lot as well. So
yeah, that's nice. I like that.
the gun is a real gun. It's a Table T21. If anybody ever who likes their guns, I love that design. It's I just think it's one of the most awesome looking designs for a gun, and it's real. it's out there. So if you ever get bored, table T21, and you'll see a lot of designs for it. So if we scroll down a bit more, so I do give a little bit of delving into transhuman. Colors play a big part of the project as well. So you can notice when the scientist is talking about, science, how they're going to use transhumanism as the next step of humanity, it's very blue, very almost clinical. And then when you get the conflict, the other side of you where, you're no longer being human anymore, it's much more the earthy color. So you can see the preacher there, he's a very, very different color tone to the scientist. And using colors a lot in the book also helps to enhance that one is much more clinical, one is much more human, if you will. So he goes through to explain, how things go. And then you can see the priest, go back to the priest one, it's very much back to that earthy colors, because guess what? He's more down to earth almost. And then
nice. I like that. So nice touch.
Oh, thank you. So, and then you get Rivka, who it's the whole story is about her. She's a bodyguard to the scientist, and she tries to, and in this one case, she stops an assassination attempt on the scientist. As you probably can imagine, to polarize and to build the conflict of the story, I polarize two viewpoints. One is transhumanism is good, and one is transhumanism is bad. I don't pick a side, if you will. I try to make it so that both sides are presented in terms of, it's more like science versus religion debate, but it opens it up to a lot of different interpretations. But the focus of the story really is on Rivka, and although she's a transhuman, she's a cyborg, she's probably the most human out of everybody. So in this case, when she shuts down for the night, she gets a flashback to what caused her injuries, before she got augmented. And you can see that she was trying to disarm a bomb, and she doesn't have enough time, so she kind of sacrifices herself to prevent the bomb from spreading. So she puts her hand over it and blows up her hand. And she still remembers, that event. And if you scroll down a bit more, there's just more artwork and a bit more of the conflict, as you can see, like the professor's a target, so she's the bodyguard who's meant to save him. The next part, I think, if you guys, anybody's a UFC fan, and I think I mentioned this, if you scroll up a little bit and just stop on that one panel. If you scroll up to, stop here. I'm a big UFC fan, and I think I've mentioned it a couple of streams, and please don't judge me too much. I'm a big Ronda Rousey fan. So, so don't judge me, please.
No, not at all, brother.
Agree or disagree with me, but she brought excitement into the MMA. I don't like the way her career ended, but man, she was on every TV show. She brought the excitement in, and you have to give her credit for that. Without Ronda Rousey, I think Holly Holmes, the one she lost to, I remember she was in the fight. There's no more excitement anymore. Without Rousey there, it's no longer that you hate her or you love her, but she brought the excitement. So a lot of the fights, which I love, is I take real MMA fights, because I always think if there was a real fight, that's probably one of the purest fights you can have, because you know what I mean? You're not going to go, oh, wait, I can't kick you, or I can't take you down. It's almost whatever works. So if you look to the right-hand panel, that's a single leg takedown, followed through straight into an armbar. So you can kind of see, that's what I love. It's all the fight scenes, I try to make it really as organic as possible, because guess what? I always think if you cut into a real fight, the UFC is probably the closest you're going to get. So when I was doing this with the artists, we were just watching videos. He was sending me clips back and forth. Like, oh, have you seen this clip? Send. Oh man, I'm going to copy that one. Have you seen this clip? And he'll send something back to me. And I have to admit, that was a lot of fun, because you got to see the fight scenes. You got to see the excitement. And look, I grew up on 80s actions movies, like the Stallones, the Van Dammes, or the rest of it. But looking at them now, and I did actually watch one. Just it's really aged because you can see. I think in blood sports, you see Van Damme kicking in the final fight. He's kicking the guy 5 times, and the guy just like half dazed. And you're going, no. If you hit him once perfectly, the guy's down. You know what I mean? One good strike, one good punch, the guy is down.
Ooh,
And
careful what you say about Bloodsport. Whoa.
oh, I love blood sports.
Hit me
I
too
absolutely
hard on
do.
that.
But I would more or less say like
It's gonna get bloody.
It's taken to that fun action sequences, but in terms of realism, I don't think it's that realistic as such. But anyway, so you can kind of see I do copy a lot from MMAs, and if you scroll down a bit more, so as of right now, all these pages have been colored and inked and all the rest of it. And in this one case, you can see her that she detects that someone behind the wall. So rather than trying to hit through it, she punches through the wall. So I have a bit of fun with that. So she hits and she punches through. The artist who did this part of it is Sebastian Navas. I think he does. He did one series called Grom, Galactic Rodents of Mayhem. I don't know if you guys have seen that too, but that was a pretty cool.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's the reason I saw his artwork there. I was going, man, I need to get this guy on to help me out a bit. If we scroll down a bit more, then these are basically the rewards that I offer. So look, for the PDF tier, I throw in a crap load of PDFs. So I got a couple of different creators who go, you know what? I'm going to give you the PDF. You can bundle it up together. And so you get, with the PDF tier, you get something like 7 different PDFs just for the PDF tiers. And they're all different genres, all different comics, so that you guys can have a bit of fun to read all these different things.
That's awesome.
So you keep scrolling down. You get the choice then between the 2 covers. You can pick the normal, the variant. We keep the variant print run at about 1 to 10. So there will be 10 times more copies of the main cover to the variant. So if you get the variant, you also know that it's a lot less. It's only 10% of the print run. And I'm keeping it that way as well. So we scroll down a bit more. If you buy the main cover as well, you get this a small trading card by an Italian artist. It's just a bit of fun. You need a hand because she has a robotic hand, so have to be a bit silly about that. There's A5 prints. A5 is about the size of a postcard. And so if you take the print, you get both prints. One of them is a sketch, a little bit sketchy, which I like. And then you also get the banner image as well. And this is where I have a lot of fun, is that as part of it, you can get everything as well. And you get these are all original artworks. These are watercolored over inks. And and there's only one of each. So you can get one of each of these of all the variant, the prints, and whatever, and you can get to pick basically one of these original artworks. So there's and we try to make it some of the more recognizable characters, Psylocke, for example. And if you notice, the pricing for each of these, you get everything and an original artwork. I think I priced it at 200 Australian, which is about 100 something US. And you guys know a commission for one of these things is going to cost more than that. The original grayscale artwork that was used has already been purchased, unfortunately, but it's still a really nice piece. It's actually a fully inked and grayscale piece there as well.
Oh, nice.
So, and yeah, that's it really. So,
tell me if I'm a little bit off base, but one of the things I kept thinking of as we were going through this campaign was Eon Flux. Was that anywhere in your inspirational wheelhouse?
A little bit. So I do enjoy Eon Flux as well. It's not so cyberpunk. It's got a little bit of cyberpunk elements, but it's really much on the cusp. So it's basically at the point where cybernetics are about to be introduced. So currently they are only available to people who have lost body parts or whatever. And the religious argument behind it is, what happens if somebody wants a cybernetic? If they chop your whole hand off, for example, are we going down the consumerism pathway of, you know what, I want the latest iPhone 12 or whatever it is. I want the latest, cybernetic eye version 12, 13, and people are swapping out. So the body stops becoming this almost like, the whole concept, your body is a temple. It's no longer there. It's what's the newest part I can buy. So that's one of the big conflicts that come through with it. But it's like if this story extends by say another 50, 60 years, it will definitely be very aeon fluxed. I don't know if that's a word, but if
I think you just made it.
Yeah, but as of right now, it's still very much real world. It's still very much grounded sci-fi, and it's hopefully going to, if the story develops, push it further.
Just want to salute Chris in the chat saying, dang it, Ace, you got two other people I want to get on Morning Roast. See, if you stop slacking, Chris, and get on your job, you will get great guests too. And I say hey to Lothar. I know he was here earlier. He's still in the house. Hey, brother.
What's up?
Yeah, so thank you guys for joining us, checking out some cool projects. The link for Transhuman is in the chat. I'll put everything in the description later. So yeah, guys, go check this out. Go support a fun, interesting book. It's got 15 days left. Let's show some love.
Thank you,
this is
man.
a cool project. So yeah, we go check it out, guys. All right. So that's 2 down. Let's see what is on the wheel next. Let's give it a spin. And it lands on.
Let me guess.
Oh, look at this. It's Tales from the Nativerse, number 1 by
Looks
Sim.
familiar. Looks familiar.
Yes. Do you know something about this, brother?
Yeah, that's my book. We got 10 days left to go. It's an anthology series. It's a series. It's actually an ongoing series. But after number 3, I launched Not the Merc. So it's technically an experiment to introduce a whole bunch of characters with their own little story in the universe that they share. So it's to like a universe building type of experiment. And then I launched Not the Merc, where we follow Not the Merc more, and you're aware of the breeding environment. So get in on it, because this is where it started, and it's something that started a while back that I'm getting to actually complete and continue. So technically, 2021 is going to be the year of Nat.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah, so you're close to 4,500 right now. 76 backers. Very nice.
When we reach the 5K, we unlock the first 3 stickers by 6 a.m. 7,500,
yes.
It's the 3 other ones, and then so on and so forth.
The
But
great
right now,
6 a.m.
As you know, I'm already working on number 2. And I already got some people working on number 2.
Yeah, man. If you guys don't know, Sim is the hardest working artist in CG. He's always got some irons in the fire. So don't know what he'll pop up with next. He's got a lot of fun stuff planned for next year.
Yep.
So it's gonna be
Like,
nice surprises.
Tales on the Adverse 2, Tales on the Adverse 3, Not the Merc, there's Skullbusters.
Yeah. And a little something called Space Heist.
What?
Coming.
What's that? It sounds so exciting, yet I know nothing of. Space Heist!
That's right.
Oh, we need a guitar.
Yeah, throw on some Deep Purple and let's rock out, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, check this out. I already have somebody, ink spot, working on a paint over of my pencils for a cover for Tales from an Adverse 2. There you go. He's doing a full-on paint over, and it's gonna look sweet.
Yeah, man, that's coming along nicely.
And I decided that I'm gonna include it in Tales from an Adverse 1, so you're gonna have it in the book.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, man. He's a talented guy.
Those paint overs that he's doing are sick. Did you see the one he did for the Abductables?
Oh, yeah, man. That's great. Michael Derrick's been sharing that forever, man. It's awesome, man. He really captures the tone of the book. The Abductables is a great book, man. You guys should check that out, too. So
Like,
really
it ain't
well
cheap,
done.
but totally worth it.
Definitely. So, yeah, man. Go through these. You have the sexy duo tiers, the
Yep.
featured tier, $69.
Yeah, I rebranded it because some people didn't understand that that was like the 2-pack. So it's $69 for two, right? So it's made for two. You get 2 books, you get 2 sets of prints. So except that right now you get you get the regular cover, which is technically the exclusive for Indiegogo, which is the different little segments there. The first one that's there, and the one that you're seeing in black and white right there with all the crew. Well,
Hmm.
that's the new cover, and it's all gonna be colored by Scotsman. So it's the variant and final cover.
Awesome. You're also doing digital. Got a couple claim there.
Yep, I got 3 of them for $20. For
At
25, you get that book, and if you get on board before we close the funding, you get a trading card, and the first 100 backers also get a sketch card.
oh, nice.
hmm And you also
I'm
have
glad
here
you
the
limited
pack
it
where,
though, because the Bloodhound one was crazy.
yeah, 186. That was a bit too much.
Mm, yeah,
The $55 tier is the sim pack, so that's if you didn't get Blood Hunt, and you want to get into the entire pack of Who I Am. So you
yeah,
can
man.
get that one, and you can have an add-on, the variant cover as an add-on in that one. That's the only place where it's available.
Yeah, man. If you guys haven't checked out Bloodhunt, you're missing out. It's one of the most action-packed books in CG. It's really thick, black and white, beautiful.
Very underrated.
You'll enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, here the head sketch. So you're gonna get like your head sketch is gonna be like by 6 by 9 about,
Oh, nice.
but you get to choose a character that you want.
Sweet.
Then after that you have the sketch cover, which you can ask me to have one of the characters of the Nadverse be more dominant on that cover, but it has to be a character of the Nadverse. And after that, you get into the original part, the original art, and that's the last original pencil pages I did of the second story of Nat, and they're all fully pencil. I have 16 in total. So you have
Oh, nice.
the 14 there are 250 each. You also get the book with that. And then you have the Sim and Bisley box, which you get 11 by 17 ink wash of Simon Bisley of Nat by Simon Bisley. You get 11 by 17 ink drawing of me, and you get both covers of the book, the prints, and everything that's gonna unlock.
Nice.
And the final one is the more expensive one because I technically kind of like don't want to sell it. And those are like the last 3 pages of it's technically the epilogue, so it's where you see the birth of Nat for the first time.
Oh, nice.
And you also get the cover of that story, so you get 3 pages plus the wraparound cover that was a sideways 11 by 17, and you
Nice.
also get the
Very cool.
books.
So yeah, man, there's tons of art here. Lots of sneak
And
peeks at everything that's coming.
yeah, and you need to go back because you need to help me finish banging all those artists. I got Beacon coloring Royal Rumble right now. I have Scotsman coloring Nathan Zed. I got Inkspot already working on number 2. And don't worry if we don't unlock the swimsuit special on that one. It's still gonna be one of the stretch goals on the next campaign. I'm not quitting. I'm not a quitter. I want that swimsuit special.
That's right, man. Let's make it happen, guys. So yeah, guys. Link for Tales from the Netverse is in the description.
Oh, and
Go
another thing I'd
support
like to add:
Sim. Yeah,
if
go
you're
ahead.
if you're hesitating because international shipping for the U.S. it's not that much. It's only $15 for 1 or 2 books.
Yeah, there we go. Sim's finding ways to bring out the savings on people. So
Yeah, but
It's
that's
funny.
the thing is,
I've actually always done. I've always done $10 on mine, and I got an email from one of my backers on Eudaimonia who was basically like, "Hey, man, I saw how much you paid to ship this here. Can I just like give you some money?"
mm-hmm.
And it's like, it was a nice gesture, but it's like, I don't know, man. There's something about like going to the post office and sending a book like to another country, knowing like somebody in another country wants to read my book, that's like, yeah, I might, break even or, make a little bit less on this, but like, I don't know. There's just something about that's like really cool. I like really don't mind shelling out the extra dough to get my book somewhere else.
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about. We do have
I'm
656
exactly the
comics
same.
in the house. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm exactly the same. So, for example, my international shipping is Australian $13, which is about 8-9 US. I take a loss on that. And if somebody wants to read my book from a different country, man, I'm all in.
Yeah, man. Especially when you're an up and coming creator and stuff, you want to get your book out there to the world first. It doesn't really matter too much. You have to do what you have to do. But yeah, man.
SK, I have a question for you.
This is,
Yeah, sure.
You mentioned that you designed your fights realistically after MMA. Have you thought about doing anything similar for World Star Hip Hop?
I'm not sure what World Star Hip Hop is actually. I don't think I got that. What is it?
World Star Hip Hop, you just find like wild videos of people like fighting, and it's just like the wildest shit people find. They post on World Star Hip Hop, so you see like some wild ass brawls. And
Oh man, I'm gonna check it out now. So I'm gonna go on mute and start checking it out.
yeah,
While you guys
you
are
can
talking.
spend hours watching video after video. So once you get down that rabbit
Create a
hole,
monster.
Am I digging something I shouldn't dig into? That's am I gonna come out
no.
probably,
6 hours from now going,
Probably.
oh gosh, what
Probably.
happened? Wait.
You have to report back after you make it through.
Will do,
Yeah,
will do.
you might want to stop when you're past the bum fights.
Yeah, guys. So Tales from the Netverse link is in the description. You can go check it out. Did you want to throw on the trailer soon?
Oh yes, give me a sec. I have yours
on your end.
Yeah, your end doesn't work at all, and it kind of works.
No, everything goes to hell once if I start playing video. So
It's probably because of your PC then, because
I'm gonna have to insist that my trailer gets played if everybody else's does,
yeah, no problem.
because I have the most badass trailer on Indiegogo.
Ready?
We'll see.
Tales from the Netverse. This ongoing anthology collects short stories introducing characters within the Netverse and are all connected to the main series, Nat the Merc. This 64-plus page perfect bound anthology series collects short stories introducing Nat, Lawani, Rose, Zed, and other characters within the Netverse that you'll get to know and love in this prelude. This volume contains 2 previously published Nat stories, as well as the previously published Helena Rose stories, introducing you to those characters. In addition, you'll also be receiving 2 brand new stories by Simon Sim Paultier. Royal Rumble, colored by 7 Legions Michael Beacon. Also, Nat and Zed, colored by Spartan Scotsman of Xenotype. Arm up and fire off into the Netverse.
So go back in now. Go, 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 go. So yeah, that was another promo.
Awesome. So I don't know
You
if
want me to?
do you have it, JP, or you want Sim to bring it up?
What's that?
Do you have the trailer up? You want to share? Do you want Sim to bring
Yeah,
it
it's on
up?
the page.
Oh
If
no,
you
like
can, that's
you're gonna have
fine.
to share it on your end or Sim. Yeah, if you can bring it up, Sim.
Give me a sec.
Yeah,
I'm on it.
thank you.
It's just not one of those automatic pop up in my.
Yeah, man, we gotta spread the word more on how to die. Let's get
There
our
you go.
people. Get people spread the word.
So another metalhead, brother.
That's right.
Woo! Windows Movie Maker.
That's cool. I like that one.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. You want to bring up mine there, Sim? This will be the last one we'll have to do. All right, here we go.
When a young man in search of purpose stumbles across a shooting star, his life is altered forever. The alien remnant transforms him into the Ace, a super-powered armored being with wondrous capabilities. The Ace is a throwback to early 90s Marvel comics like Darkhawk, Sleepwalker, and Death's Head 2. This is the story of an average Joe thrown into alien and extraordinary circumstances. As he struggles to get a grip on his newfound abilities, bounty hunters from outer space come to collect his prize. Is bringing the fun, weird, and fantastic back to comics. Don't miss out. Learn the origins of the latest sci-fi legend. The Ace.
Yeah, shout out to Red Gaze for that cool trailer.
Yep, Red is freaking amazing.
Yeah. All right. So our last project tonight before we close out is the Ace mailing list. It's live. Everybody who signs up and backs the book will receive an awesome trading card by the great Archsider. We just finished up the design. I was working with Sim, and he completely just did a great job on it. So I'm very excited for people to check that out. The Ace is the story of a young man looking for purpose who comes across the remains of a shooting star, and his life is altered forever as he transforms into a being who has the most sought out object in the entire universe. Like I said, it's a throwback to those early 90s Marvel comics that I grew up on. Like Darkhawk's a big influence on it. It's gonna be kind of like traditional, kind of fun, weird. The first issue has this alien bounty hunter shark called Aquila who comes looking for the object that the Ace possesses, trying to take it and collect his bounty. It's a lot of fun. Like it's something I think it's missing a lot in current comics. You don't have kind of those kind of weird and different kind of superhero books. As much as I grew up on Spider-Man and X-Men, which I absolutely love, those were the books that really got me. Were like the books like Sleepwalker and Death's Head 2 and Darkhawk. Those kind of like side books were really the ones that really kept me collecting as a fan. So I'm hoping to bring a lot of that back. Doing it has art by Canales. Doing the main story, have the backup story by Sean Sweens from Oddity. Have a cover by the great Donald DeLay, which I cannot wait to show everybody. I'm putting together now the all the tiers and everything. So it's been a lot of fun, and I cannot wait. There's tons of cool like little stretch goals and stuff that's coming together. I have a print by Mike McMahon from U.S. Assassin, which Sim colored. Uh, Looks terrific. I'm also going to be offering up the original art for it. So be in tune for that. So we're looking to have the whole thing finished by the time it launches. That's why the tentative date is late January. So everything looks on track so far with the artists and everything. So it looks like late January is going to be the goal. But yeah, right now we're just trying to spread the word. It's much appreciated. Anybody who likes, retweets, shares it on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you're at. If you're a fan of the project, you're a supporter. Please share it. It means a lot. If you're a mod on a chat, and you drop the link to the sign up page, it's much appreciated. We're just trying to get the name out. Like I said, we just dropped this trailer. We're trying to spread that around. We're trying to just get more signups, man. I've been very happy with the support. No complaints from on my end. But we have a couple more months, so we're trying to just make sure everybody knows the Ace is coming in January. We got a bunch of cool stuff, lots of surprises. I know, behind the scenes, Sim has been, he's been seeing a lot of what I'm working on, and little by little, we're gonna end up posting a lot of the stuff. We just want to make sure it's right. We don't want to rush out anything that isn't 100% done.
He just won't say it, but he likes to tease you guys.
Yeah, a little bit. You can't be too mad at that.
Nope.
Yeah, let me just see if I can bring it up real quick right here. So yeah, this is gonna be the trading card. This is gonna be the front.
Is that a glowing blue blade coming out of the arm?
Yeah.
Okay. It kind of reminded me of, I know it's an obscure reference, but Fulgore from the video game Killer Instinct. I don't know if that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh hell yeah, Killer Instinct, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
The villain on the cover of How to Die, I basically went with a black version of Glacius from the game Killer Instinct.
Oh,
that's basically what he is.
That's awesome. So yeah, this is going to be the trading card. Like I said, Art Slider killed it. He did the drawing and the colors. Sim designed the background and the little lettering. It's based on the old Marvel Comics trading cards, but we wanted to give it a little twist, kind of update it a bit. Trying to figure out what the back of it's going to look like, but we'll come up with something decent, then we'll get this out to everybody who signs up and backs the book, man. And this is going to be an exclusive card. Nobody else will get this. This will never be reprinted. I want to make sure that anybody who supports from the beginning will be getting exclusive stuff. So any prints or anything that I do in the main campaign, they're just going to be offered for the main campaign. We'll just do new stuff for the new hopefully, if it gets funded and people like it. For book 2, 3, we'll do like more new stuff. But everything we're gonna be doing, I'm gonna shoot for doing as much exclusive content as possible. So yeah, man, I'm really when I saw the finished product, I really dug it. It's the design on the left there is by Brandon Diaz. He did a small logo for me, and the one which Sim kind of changed the colors on, that's by Hal Comics of the Ace upside down ACE, which I dug. So yeah, man, we got a lot of cool stuff coming. You might be seeing some stickers from a certain morning guy that might be coming. Yeah,
Your morning guy.
What's this morning show? How do we get on that?
Morning show is the morning roast. You reach out with Chris Evans.
All right, I'm gonna get on that.
I'm the co-host with him.
Oh,
But
cool.
it's his show.
Yeah. See, I just want to show a little more sneak peek. That's Angelique. She's gonna be the main villain in part 2, but she has an origin story in part 1. This is by the great Chris Oak. Go check him out.
That's really cool. That's like
yeah.
I love those metallic wings.
Yeah, he definitely went all in on there. I don't envy Canales. I just finished the script for part 2. He's gonna have a fun time. he's gonna be seeing those wings in his nightmares. He still hasn't replied to the email, so I'm wondering, like, I'm sure he's trying to figure out how he's gonna draw those.
Careful, your email might be I quit.
I know. Hey, I already got him to swear on blood that he's doing the second one. So, but yeah, guys, we're hitting the 1 hour. We don't really like to go past that.
Just before really, let me show something to people.
Go ahead.
I showed you guys that little, like, the start of that painted cover. Well, that's gonna be here. That's gonna be a variant cover for Nat the Merc, and it's gonna be painted in the same fashion. And it's an homage to a painting that I like from Louis Royo. I shared it on my Twitter if you want to go see.
Yeah, that's cool.
As you can see, like, a whole bunch of mechs in the back.
Oh yeah, he does great work, Chris. That looks wicked. Hell yeah, Mark. So yeah, guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you to everybody in the chat today for hanging out with us. I want to thank my guest, JP Sim. Thank you guys for joining us. So let's close out by telling everybody where they can find us. Let me start with you, Sim.
You can find me anywhere on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook under Simon Sympathy or the Artist Sim, and on Indiegogo with Telson and Adverse. And if you missed out on Bloodhound, you can grab it there. There's 2 books available there.
Awesome. JP.
First of all, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. I'm on Twitter at book. You can check out How to Die on Indiegogo either by the link here or by searching for it. No other way of getting it. And if you want to see what we're all about, what Eudaimonia is all about, check out the digitals on there. Hit me up. I'll throw you a PDF of something to look at. Always excited to have new readers.
Awesome. SK.
Oh, look, again, thanks for having me on. If you go to Indiegogo, type in the word transhuman, one word, it should pop up as the first thing. Yeah, please check it out. Really appreciate anybody who can take a look. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so like I said, the links will be in the chat, and then we'll also put them in the description after it loads up on YouTube. As always, you can find me on Twitter at Edwin Aces. You can find me right here every Wednesday, along with Sim and a couple other guys at 10:50 p.m. We're doing the watch along stream. Got to work on a poll for this week, but we'll get it out to you. And then every Friday night here on the Pimp stream, we'll get some new creators. We'll pimp their projects. We'll spread the word. And then but today, I've lost track of days. Sorry, been working too much. Monday, you can find me on the Hardline. I'll be showing some more sneak peeks of the Ace. Yes, sign up for the Ace mailing list. Thank you for the chat.